Hi, and welcome to day 23 of SLC's Lockdown Countdown. My name is Matt, and today we are joined by Simon Lynch, Global Sales and Product Director for Scott Dunn. Simon, hi.
How are we doing, Matt?
Very good. How are you?
All good, all good. Delighted to be talking with you.
So, first question, Simon. How has Scott Dunn adapted/pivoted this year?
I think we've had a really challenging year. We absolutely can't deny it. It's been really difficult in terms of rearranging guest holidays, having to work with our supplier community in terms of guests who are due to travel and are postponing, and the government advice over the course of the summer has really not helped. So as a business, we really had to focus on surviving during the first lockdown and into the summer. But as that began to play through, we really then began to focus on coming back and thriving. So our CEO put it really nicely the other day when she said, it's all been about surviving and thriving. So as a business, we've been looking at some internal projects to get us back fighting fit for the future. And we've also been working with our supplier base as we bring together our two brands, Imagine Travel and Scott Dunn, which we're actually merging at the moment and bringing it under the Scott Dunn marketing banner. So that's been a really big project for us, and will get us kind of a lot more efficient and a lot more really fighting fit for 2021 and allow us to just get back to selling holidays.
Okay, great. And moving on to innovation, can you give us an example of your favorite piece of innovation you have seen during the whole pandemic? It can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be travel related.
You know, I think lots of companies have done some great work throughout the crisis. We ourselves had to really think hard about how we were going to engage with guests, and we have always done very well with them. We have our Scott Dunn kids clubs around Europe and in the Indian Ocean. Obviously, they weren't running this year, so we thought really hard about how to kind of overcome that, and got on the phone with Gleneagles up in Scotland. And in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, we had actually created a new UK-based kids club with Gleneagles Hotel. They were great partners, brilliant to work with. And we operated a Gleneagles Kids Club with Scott Dunn this year, and we are taking it into next year as well. So rather than casting the industry far and wide looking for ideas of innovation, I looked at what we'd done, and I felt that that was simply a great, nimble, pacey way of actually moving quickly and engaging with our guests.
I think Gleneagles Kids Club sounds like the dream for many parents.
Oh, it's just head to toe barber. Get out with the clay pigeon shooting and get onto the rivers, angling. It's absolutely phenomenal, brilliant feedback from guests. So we're really pleased and we're delighted to work with them.
Amazing. And then more of a personal question for you to end on. You know, obviously there's news now of 3 vaccines, and there seems to be some light at the tunnel. We're talking about getting back to some semblance of normality by Easter. I mean, we've heard those dates move before, but let's say it's October, November next year, all borders are open. Where would be your place that you want to go to? Anywhere in the world you can go to, all borders are open.
I'm going to answer it personally, but with a professional angle. So my choice for next year, where I really want to get to, is Oregon in the US. And the reason why is the professional side. I think that expanse, space, getting back to nature, enjoying the nature and the wild environments in places like Oregon are going to be a key theme for 2021, whether it be Canada, the US, Australia, South Africa, etc. I think it's going to be really getting back to nature and really enjoying those hideaway hotels, etc. So I want to be part of that trend too, which is why I've chosen Oregon. But I think it's going to be a really key, pivotal talking point within the industry for next year. It's one definitely Scott Dunn are looking at.
And just out of interest, is that something that you are seeing as demand from customers, like a demand for that get away from it, that more privacy, more seclusion, more wilderness? Is that, or is that something that you think will come up next year more?
No, we're seeing it, really strongly already. So destinations emerging are, resort-based, single center stays in places where they can be together as a group of friends or a family. So you've got the Maldives coming out strongly at the moment, where you can have your own villa, Caribbean, etc. What's not coming back is cities at the moment, and we're not expecting to see that move for some time until there's real clarity from government. So yes, in various shapes and forms, as we were talking about before this interview began, we're seeing some interesting stuff coming through now for the US in terms of fly drive. We're beginning to see that sort of as a small trend, and I think overall that's where you'll see destinations pivot to for the next couple of years. They may not be shouting quite so much about their vibrant cities and a lot more about their national parks.
Fantastic, really interesting. So Simon, thank you very much for joining us today.
Anytime.
And
thank you very much.
Thanks, Simon. Bye, everyone.